Hello again. So you have presented your project again today. What's your impression? Did you succeed to express your views and your ideas for the investors?
Yes, it was a great podium. It's perfect for a company like us that is working in Central Europe. Central Europe for us is not only Europe part, it's also the eastern part like Ukraine and Russia. And this audience absolutely had the right target audience for our business.
And did you feel the interest from the investors' side? Who interested in your project?
We found investors that were not only from the Ukraine, there was interest from Slovenia, there was interest from Germany. So we are quite sure that we will have a good feedback and a result to raise some funds after this exhibition.
And so what are the next steps in the development of your project?
The product is ready to launch. It is like a car sitting in a showroom waiting for gas to be filled up. So when we raise the money here that we presented, we are quite sure we will be ready to launch within 90 days. It's a question of regulations. Anything else is already done.
What was the most important and most valuable for you during these 2 days of conference?
The organizers, Victoria, Dennis and Nikolai, helping us, setting up meetings with investors, introducing the business, opening doors for us. Because the most important thing for a new business is to get to talk to the right people. You hardly know when somebody walks by if it's good or not. Some investor is interested maybe in energy, some is interested in financial services. So the organizers made a great effort to help all the exhibitors I've seen to find the right match possibly, and then it's up to the investor and the entrepreneur, of course, to make a business out of it.
Thank you. Do you want to add something?
Actually, I think he said all wonderfully. So
maybe you can describe it from the other side.
Okay. So I think for us, one of the most important things is that we had an opportunity to show to Ukrainian investors that there is an opportunity for them in Central Europe, in the European Union part of Central Europe. It's a safe and stable market, highly regulated, and so they should not think only about investing within Ukraine, but they should think about investing in other countries and then taking that model that they've successfully financed back into their home country, back into Ukraine.
Nowadays, an investor or an entrepreneur should look not at any border. The borders don't exist for us. There's no visa for us coming here. If we want to do services, we can do it. Not as easy as within the EU, but for an investor, nowadays there's no borders. You take your money where there's business, you grow it, you take it back, or you move on to some other regulation.
What was the most useful feedback?
The most useful feedback was from an investor saying, we want to try the business as it is right away. And we are actually willing to go into a place that is not our core area. So from the Ukrainian investor side, we didn't actually expect that some of them would be open-minded and say, yes, we can actually start in Prague first and then come back. And on the other hand, it was also a question from Slovenia, why don't you start in a smaller market like Slovenia? So we find good feedbacks that we are taking to heart. We are going to work with the people, and we already decided we are going to come back in a very short time because we have partners we have to talk a second or third time about.